All right, let's go ahead and take a deep breaths. We're gonna go ahead and breathe in deep. Arms over the head. And then exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Once more, breathing in. And with the hips drop back as you fall forward. Flat back. And then allow the arms to drop, bending the back. Good, slowly raising up the spine. All the way through standing position. And let's repeat that again. Breathe in deep. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Last one. Falling forward, flat back. Hip hinging down. Drive through the heels. Push through the butt. Now fall forward. Rising up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Good, shrugging the shoulders out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, palms overhead and sit back down into the chair position, keep your belly tight. Hold that for 4, 3, 2. Squeeze the glutes and stand strong. That's 1, belly tight. Breathe in, get low. And hold that right there. Exhale and stand. Once more. Come back down to that chair. Now take that right knee and wobble it, keeping the big toe on the ground. 2, 3, 4. Stabilize, next leg. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Now come a little lower. You're basically in the full squat now. Palms together, elbows to the inside, and bring those palms down as you push apart those hips. Holding right there. And if you would, squeeze inward on those arms with the knees, okay? Squeeze the knees. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax that. Palms up, belly tight, and stand. Shake out those legs a little bit for me, okay? You should feel that now. Right. Palms up again. Big breath in. Exhale, fall forward. Palms drop to the shins or grounds and slowly pedal from foot to foot, slowly trying to raise those knees and extend them. Taking up any length. 3, 2, 1. Relax and stand. Left foot forward. Right foot comes back, pivoting the toe. Arms apart, leaning forward. And hold that right there for me. Good, take that front hand, feet down to the knee, shin or to the ground. Opposite arm to the sky. Place that palm down, pivot other side up, opening up the next hip. Both palms down, front knee down. Now I want you to kick through the front leg. Squeeze the quad, the muscle on top, and hold that. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to half kneeling, arms over the head. Keep that belly tight as you lift off the ground about an inch or so. Hold that right there. Good, relax, just pivot back to center. And to the next side, right? There you are right there. Good, going for me. Back heel down. Leaning into that next knee. Big breaths, breathe in deep. Front palm, feet down to the knee. Shin to the ground. Looking to the sky. Top palm down. Open it up to the next side. Reach. Eyes follow the palm. Nice. Palm down in front. Now let's kick back through the front leg once again. Do your best. Squeeze the muscle on top. Pivot back to half kneeling. Arms up without lifting the cage. Keep the rib cage tucked in. Lift the back knee. Hold right there for me. Let's pivot the center. Right there, good. Now, reaching above the head, breathe in deep. Exhale, arms fall forward. Good, right here, hold, 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 keep reaching to me. And palms fall to the ground. Walk yourself forward. And allow the hips to drop for me. Shoulders strong, pressing through the ground. Now lift the hips, walk yourself back. Try and get that stretch happening in the hamstrings. You might feel tension in the low back. Walk your hands back forward. And drop those hips. Release any tension in the low belly. And relax. Now go ahead and bring your feet in close. Back to kneeling. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn aside for you. And drop this view for you. Cool. So you're going to meet me in tabletop position. Hands straight down. And your knees are pretty much matched up with those hands, okay? So not close to each other. They're split almost like 4 pillars. From here, go ahead and drop your hips back. And press through those palms. Good, now slide your hands forward as much as you can. Thumbs up. Good, now roll to the left. And do your best to stretch out that left shoulder. Good, let's roll to the right. Push your hand out farther as you lift the opposite shoulder. Let's rotate to the next side. Push out even more. And drop those hips. It's all about leverage. Once more to the last side. Pressing through. Excellent. Come back to neutral. Tabletop position. Now I'm going to face you. Right hand feeds through underneath the opposite arm. Wrist against the ground. Press away as you rotate. Take that hand out to the outside. Slide it out deep. And pivoting away from that shoulder and bicep. Back to center. Next hand feeds through. Pressing away. Bring it back, shooting to the outside. Leaning away. And back to the center. Shrug those shoulders out for me for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come to a kneeling position now. Go ahead and give me a fake pull up. Drive those shoulders down and back. Let's go and put the right arm behind the back. And the left ear comes down to the left shoulder. Go ahead and give it a slight pull from your body weight in the hand. And release it. Go ahead and tilt that chin back to the sky, keeping the ear down. You might feel it go up right behind the ear on the opposite side. Relax that, come back to neutral. Good stuff. Next hand, left arm behind the back, right ear to right shoulder. Lightly assist. Good, release it, chin rolls up, the slight angle, keep the ear down. 4, 3, 2, 1, relax that, back to center. Shrug the shoulders out for me again for 4, 3, 2, and 1. I hope we're feeling good. Go ahead and grab that foam roller for me, okay? So go ahead and grab it. Give me a thumbs up, or just let me know whenever you're ready.
Yep, I'm ready.
Cool. Okay. So, foam rolls on the ground. We're seated on it. Your palms can be right behind. We're going to start by rolling forward and back in the glutes. Just loosening them up a little bit, and then we're going to get more of the meaty spaces. Kick your right leg out in front. Slightly tilt that right hip and keep rocking on it. If it's tight, roll in a circular motion. Go into that right leg that's out in front, put it on top of the other leg. So now in your figure 4 position, and keep rolling. But be nice to yourself. This really opens up the sciatic region that people might feel when they're tight. Make sure you breathe. And relax that. Let's switch to the next side. Opposite leg kicks out. Slight lean and roll into that left hip slowly. Good. Let's place that leg on top. And make sure we have a flat back. As we do that, you're basically an L. And slowly rock into that. Ooh, that's tight. From sitting all day. Once more, roll and back, legs down. There we go. Take that foam roller and rock it a little bit more forward underneath the hamstrings. And you're not exactly seated, but you can sit on the ground if you want. You're going to rock forward and back on the hamstrings. You can have one leg down to help, or have the other leg on top for extra pressure as we hit different aspects. So I like to rock the outside and then the inside of the hamstring. Let's go ahead and switch. I'm going to rock. And notice I'm still trying to keep my back flat for better leverage. Curving your back takes a lot of tension off the back or off the hamstrings. Let's go ahead and pause there. Take it, you're going to have a seat. Take it down to your calves. You can be seated or, same idea, press to the ground, hips up, and rock forward and back. Let's go ahead and stack for added pressure. Stacking's optional, but hit different aspects, different sides. If you find a knot, work around it, or if you can get it to accept you, start to rock or rotate the ankle to loosen up any knots. Good, let's go to the next side, the next calf, rock it. Good, let's rotate that ankle. And make sure you do it, you're either on the head of the actual calf, or wherever you feel a lot of tension. Relax that, nicely done. Let's go ahead and take that. We're gonna flip over into a plank position. You're gonna set the foam right in front of your knees, okay? Walk yourself out, high plank into a low plank. Now nice and easy rock from hips to the top of the knees. So if it's not enough, you can always keep your hips neutral, but point your knees and toes 45 degrees to the left. So you're rocking up the inside of the left quad. And breathe, it might be tight down by the knee. I expect it to be. Rotate them, point to the right. Once more. And relax that. Rock yourself back, knees down, and walk yourself up to a kneeling position. Nice. Go and sit out to the side. We're gonna add in some bonus. Cool, so we're gonna be right here. Fingertips forward, but closer than not. And I want you to just lean from your hips forward and stretch out the wrist. And bring it back. Rocking forward. And bring it back. You can take your hands, flip them, palm up. Now your weight's pretty much in your wrist or in your knees as you lean back. Once you're back, all the weight's in your hips. You're just pivoting from those wrists. Bring it forward. Bring it back. And relax that. Okay. Next one's a little difficult. But you know, whenever you have your hands out and you rotate your elbow, it's pretty much what we're gonna be doing now. So I want you to take your right hand, make an L, and point that thumb at your knee, wrist on the ground. Opposite hand locks that wrist down, and I want you to rotate that right arm clockwise as you stretch your forearm. Right there. This is basically your carpal tunnel prevention stretch. Unwind it. Right arm twist to the right. And unwind it again. Good. Next side, left arm, thumb down at you. Lock it down. Left elbow counterclockwise turn. Rotate. And relax it. Once more, rotate. And relax. Good. Shake it off, rotate those out. Other way. And give yourself a hand. How we feeling?
Pretty good.
More loose than when we started, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Anything in particular that you liked in there?
I think I found the wrist stretches, like I never knew they were wrist stretches. So that was interesting because whenever I do anything which puts pressure on my wrists always hurt quite a bit.
Yes. The wrist stretches, I try and work in stuff that's really relevant for people sitting at the desk all day. Because I call you guys my desk athletes, right? And, you know, I feel it too because when I first transferred to this company, I began to sit like 5 extra hours each day and I noticed it really quickly.
Okay. What can I do to strengthen my wrists? Like I feel like if I ever do a whole plank, my wrists start like feeling very, like they feel like they're gonna snap very easily.
Oh gosh. Well, first for say push-ups, if they're uncomfortable, you can always start from doing a fist position.
Okay.
If like you have dumbbells that have flat sides to them, not rounded but flat, you can hold on to those too. But Beyond that, you can work on exercises like if you have rubber bands, for instance, you can work on doing like Spider-Man, where you, instead of here, because we're all very pulling emphasized in life, you work on pushing out like this, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like when you write, when you type, you're always using these muscles here and barely use the opposite side. And that's how you start to get more imbalances, that makes sense.
Okay.
Do this, you can see like these muscles move.
Mhm.
Also how you balance out a lot of elbow issues that people get.
Okay. Okay.
That's the best thing I can say. Get like 3 or 4 rubber bands and work on opening your palm up and back. So both or one at a time. And you'll notice a difference after a few days. You'll get sore.
Okay. And one more question I have for you actually. So
Sure.
whenever I do like squats and all that,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't always happen, but I feel like my right knee hurts a little bit. And I'm not sure if like I'm like my posture isn't correct or if I'm doing something incorrectly. But do you know, like, is that some common thing that people get doing something
Yeah,
always
it's pretty
wrong?
common. Knee pain happens a lot, and it's usually also really closely tied to ankle or hip injuries because it works in a chain.
Mhm.
They're all directly related. But I mean, is it on the top side or bottom side or inside of the knee?
I feel like it's on the sides, I think.
Mhm. Uh, and so would it be like between the legs or on the outside of the legs?
So it's just my right leg, and it's like on the right and left of the kneecap, like on either side.
Huh. Okay.
I think I don't know.
And what kind of
I
pain
don't
is it?
have it now, so I don't know.
Oh, you're fine. What kind of pain is that?
What do you mean?
Is it like a dull pain or is it a sharp pain?
It's not sharp. Like I feel like if I do one like a lunge, then I feel it a little bit. So then I'm always conscious about like putting pressure on that knee.
Mm-hmm. Without seeing you, um, we can do like a consult if you want, and then I can watch you do a squat, and I can give you some feedback on that.
Okay.
But depending on how you move, usually like it involves using the glutes more. Otherwise, it's just stabilization issues with the feet.
Okay.
One of those two things usually fixes like the bulk of the problems that I see. Otherwise, it's because of an old injury acting up, and then more so of the rest, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, like you mentioned the hip and the ankle. So I know like I have a hip, not an issue, but I have like weak hip muscles or something like that. So
Okay.
I was told once I need to like activate my glutes, but I don't think I ever like did exercises regularly enough to do it. So I think it's all
If
related.
you get the little mini bands and you put them around your knees when you do squats or say like deadlift motions, or you do like lateral movements where you shuffle step
Okay.
your glutes so much more. Or if you're like watching TV, you can put them on your knees and you can do clamshells,
Okay.
both opening and slow closing. And also just, doing leg openers too. You'll feel your glutes get so much stronger, and that's going to make your knee so much stronger and safer.
Okay. Okay. I will try that. Well, thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Shoot me a email if you ever have any questions like that. I'm always free to chat, and I can always set aside time for a consult. So like I can see you do your movement and whatnot, and we can kind of gear towards your goals with that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Absolutely. Well, it's
Thanks.
good seeing you. Same time tomorrow. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Bye.